I am here at the historic Holler Mill, which was a part of the city's rehabilitation plan for many of the mills in Hickory. Over the past week, I've spoken with several representatives from not only these mills, but also representatives from the city who oversee this process.
Basically, this project we have with the rehab of the mills is part of two different things. Part of it is the city's financial incentive projects dealing with vacant building grants and demolition grants. And the other part of it is through the city's brownfield program, which has been in existence since 2007.
We were actually the catalyst project, so we approached the city and asked them for help with this, but they had already done the vacant building grant program and they had already worked on the brownfield grants, so we were candidates for both of those, which helped us develop this project. So I'm thrilled with what the city's doing and thrilled with the idea of historic buildings being readapted for use.
When the Holler Mill developed, is that when you decided to go ahead with the Moretz Mills and the Lowerly Mills, or they all kind of came at around the same time?
Pretty much the same time over a 3 to 4 year period. We performed a phase one, raised some red flags that we knew the site may be slightly contaminated. The owner at the time, or the potential buyer at the time, backed off, was a little bit concerned. Holler went for it with their series of investors, and I think that it was sort of a positive domino effect in the fact that once Holler started to redevelop, Moretz looked at it as, wow, let's see. So we did a couple phase ones for them. The site was not dirty, it was relatively clean, and they started.
This company was actually founded as Whiston Hosiery back in 1928. Today is an 83,000 square foot facility that's listed on the Historical Register in DC. We have Southside Power and Fitness, which is over 16,000 square feet of the latest thing in fitness. And we have Vitality Anti-Aging Center is here. They've been in business for approximately 20 years. And they move their business here. We have Southeast Retirement Planners and a financial company here with services. We have coming in early spring a flower company, and we're very excited to add them to our stable of companies here. We're almost 80% leased, so you better hurry. We got 20% of our space left, but we're very excited about the project and very pleased today.
Now, why do you think it's more important to rehab these buildings instead of just tear them down and then build new ones?
That's a great question. I mean, I look at it as we're trying to do adaptive reuses. I mean, we're trying to clean up our brownfield sites. It's good for the environment, it's good for aesthetics, it creates jobs, and at the same time it gives people opportunities to create new businesses and to create recreational and housing opportunities. So it's all a win-win.
I think the biggest idea is that we are working on creating jobs and growing population, which is what Boost Hickory was all about, and we were huge proponents of that. Our age demographic is anywhere from 25 and up, and so the majority of my employees, full-time employees, are under the age of 30. So I know that we're rebuilding this community and for the next generation. But for any business that wants to relocate, this is the place to be, and the city of Hickory is the place to do it.
Right now, for the Moretz and Lowerly Mills, are those as heavily populated as the Holler Mill as far as businesses inside those? Or?
Moretz is going to be bigger. I mean, they've got a large public space that can be rented for birthday celebrations, proms, weddings, just like Holler has. They've got a fantastic bar that came from Europe. It's quite amazing to see. They even brought in 18th century cobblestones from Boston, from the old harbor area. It's a wonderful site. Holler and Moretz have done a wonderful job. The first two phases of Moretz have opened, with more to come. Lowerly is a different use. It's not going to be that. It's not going to be as cut up with a varied amount of commercial or office uses. It's going to be one principal use, TI, Transportation Insight, which is one of the largest firms in the Southeast United States for transportation logistics. They've got nationally known clients. They are renting property right now over on the west side of Union Square, and they're going to be moving their full operation and hiring another 50 to 75 employees for the Lowerly Mill site. and they are going to put, again, their corporate headquarters there. They're investing millions of dollars in that project. They will be open, we believe, sometime in early February. They're also going to have walking trails.
And that is of this year.
Of this year,
wow.
Yes. And they're going to have a corporate cafeteria. They're going to have workout space, a gym for their employees. They're going to have outdoor soccer fields and recreational opportunities that they will be sharing with the city of Hickory. And we hope to tie that in to our Inspiring Spaces Boost Hickory initiative through the recently passed $40 million bond initiative, where there'll be a trail going right alongside, contiguous to their property. So this has really spurred a lot of growth through the city of Hickory, created a lot of jobs, put properties back on the tax rolls, and really clean these properties up. We can make the neighbors, the environmentalists, and the developers happy all at the same time. I call that our perfect trifecta, and so far it's working after 8 years now.
So there you have it. Not only has our city turned these mills into popular businesses that bring in money for the area, but they've also maintained the historic value for our city. Reporting in Hickory, I am Fentress Chestnut, WHKY News.